It is a new day in the workroom, and I am feeling amazing. I achieved my third win of the season, and I want to personally thank Sarina for helping me secure that third win during last week's makeover challenge. I'm also very happy for Azura, who also won the challenge last week. It was neck and neck between us, and eventually RuPaul decided to give us both the win. Additionally, I am walking into this workroom with a new record, 9 consecutive weeks in the top, surpassing Meg Griffin's record from season 7. Meg, you are an amazing and talented queen, thank you. There is one more record I am aiming for, and that is Moose's record, of the queen with the best PPE in a season. Yes, I know Chief Wiggum technically holds it, but this is for the whole season, not an episode. I am looking forward to seeing what the day brings today and if I can achieve a record-breaking 10th week in the top.
I'm walking into this workroom $1 million richer. Well, when I cash this check, I pray to God it's real. Could you imagine if Mickey Mouse actually gave me a fake check? I'd be heartbroken. How on earth will I buy Carmilla some new wigs now? Poor thing had her wigs chopped up by Lola. I'm not saying it was deserved, because it kinda was, but girl, that was extreme. But that's Lola, you don't want to get on her bad side. Not only am I walking in $1 million richer, I am walking in as a 2-time challenge winner, and I am so thankful. Being the first queen from Fire Emblem to walk through these doors, I had a lot of pressure on my shoulders, and now I know how Ling Xiaoyu felt on season 9, when she opened the doors for the Tekken queens. I have now hopefully opened the door for more queens from Fire Emblem to get on this show and to show how talented we really are.
Well, I'm walking into this workroom feeling a little different. Usually I'll have Emma Frost by my side, but I sent her packing last week. I know the queens are mad I'm still here, and I know the fans are as well. Yes, she had the better track record than me, she performed a little bit better in the lip sync than me, but the truth is, I don't care, I give better TV than her. All she wanted was to beat Cynthia. Let's be real, bitch. There was no way you're beating Cynthia, when in reality it will be me who will beat her, and I will be the last queen standing. But I'm still a little furious about the whole wig situation between me and Lola. That bitch is a psychopath. How is she still allowed to walk through these doors? It baffles me. She must have dirt on RuPaul or something. But I'm assuming this is the final challenge, and this is the challenge that counts, because let's face it, if I don't win this week's challenge, I'm most likely gone, unless RuPaul does what she did last week and saves me. Fingers crossed for me.
The queens are gathered in the workroom, and they congratulate both Cynthia and Azura for their win last week, and they all congratulate Carmilla for surviving the lip sync, to thank them. Azura said to them this has been such a great experience, and she's really going to miss them when this season's over. Carmilla laughing said, "You're even going to miss me?" Azura chuckling said, "Yes, even you, Carmilla." The queens all laugh. Carmilla said to them she may be the bitch of the season, but she's still their sister. Aisha said that she don't just call anyone her sister, they have to earn her respect to be called sister. Carmilla laughing said, "Do you respect me?" Aisha said no.
Of course I don't respect her at all. Once we are done with this season I'll happily never see her face again. I don't call anyone my sister, I have to respect them enough, like I do with the others in this competition like Ariel, Azura, Sonic and Cynthia. The others I didn't quite get to know as much as I would have liked to, but you never know what the future holds with everyone. But like Azura has said, this experience has been a great experience, and I am so glad I was accepted for this season. I just couldn't see myself not being here, and with 3 wins under my belt, I'm not going anywhere but the finale, and then onto my crown.
She don't respect me. Oh boo-hoo, I'm going to lose sleep over that. Please, I really couldn't give a crap if any of these queens respected me. I'm not here for sisters, I'm here to become cartoon's next drag superstar, and I don't personally see Aisha on the same level as the rest of us, to be quite honest, and if I were RuPaul, I'd send her home right now, and just move on to the finale between the rest of us.
Carmilla laughing said she doesn't care if she respects her, and the only queen she cares about in this competition is RuPaul, then asks the queens what has been their favorite moment in this competition. Aisha said, "Seeing you in the bottom 2.
Ouch, haha, I wish I could say the same here, but honestly my favorite moment in this competition was sending my best Judy, Mario, home. Especially after he said my name during Who Should Go Home and Why, and it was the fact I was on his mind so much because I was not even in the lineup. Can he come back? Only so I can send his ass home again, haha.
What was my favorite moment in this competition? I would say being in the top every episode, which I find funny because that is what Courtney wanted to do, but sorry Courtney, I beat you to it, girl. Well, Cynthia, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have one more challenge left, and I pray to Arceus it is not a roast or a comedy challenge. But back to my favorite moment, probably winning the first challenge of this season. That win showed these queens what I am capable of, and it's been full steam ahead.
Carmilla laughing said, really? That's your favorite moment? Not your 3 wins that you can't even win by yourself. Aisha laughing said yes, that is her favorite moment in this entire season, seeing Carmilla in the bottom. Carmilla laughing said okay then, and said her favorite moment was finally overcoming her safe streak. Azura said that would be hers as well if she was ever safe for 7 weeks. Carmilla chuckling called her a shady bitch. Cynthia looked to Azura and asked for hers. Azura said winning $1 million, the queens all laughed. Sonic said to Azura, does she believe it's a real check? Azura said she is praying to the gods it is because that amount of money is life-changing. Cynthia nodded and asked, are you still buying Carmilla new wigs? Azura chuckling said yes, and then said to Carmilla she will help her buy some new drag as well. Carmilla sarcastically thanks her.
I'm a queen of my word. I did say to Carmilla last week I will buy her new wigs with my $1 million I got from Mickey Mouse. And while I'm at it, I'll buy her a brand new wardrobe, because hers is questionable, well, safe. It would be so embarrassing for us if we got to the bank to cash this check and it turns out to be a fake. I think I will be storming the Disney HQ, and I will have Mickey Mouse at gunpoint. Oh, maybe I shouldn't mention that. Forget what I said. I love you, Mickey Mouse.
Carmilla then asked Sonic what was his favorite moment. Sonic laughing said honestly sending Mario home. Carmilla laughing said he was such a mess, and then tells the queens she made him believe his brother Luigi was arrested for murder. Sonic started laughing so much he fell off his stool. Azura asked him is he okay? Sonic nodded and said yeah, he will be fine, and then said to Carmilla, he may not like her but that was funny. Carmilla chuckling, said you don't like me? Aisha said no one does. Azura said she actually does. Cynthia agreed and said she may not like her approach but she has made her laugh. Carmilla thanks Cynthia and asks her what was her favorite moment. Cynthia said winning that talent show with Aisha, and it established her as the queen she is now. Carmilla laughing said a loser. Cynthia chuckling said you must have me mistaken for yourself. They all laughed.
Oh my god, that was so hilarious that I fell off my stool. I'm okay, nothing to worry about. I know I don't really like Carmilla, but for her to tell Mario that his brother Luigi was arrested for murder, and then him believing it, is hilarious. It kinda made sense why his head was all over the place. Because Carmilla was playing mind games with him, and then he was witnessing me slaying the competition more than him. I'm surprised he didn't have a breakdown sooner.
Well, I find it weird that I'm the only one that doesn't like Carmilla. Well, can you blame me? She's been at my throat nearly every week, even more since Mario left. Thanks a lot, Mario. But I know why she's coming at me so much. It's because I'm talented and she's not. I'm so surprised she's made it this far, and especially in that lip sync. I thought RuPaul was going to call Emma to stay, but I was wrong. This is the final challenge and Carmilla needs a miracle right now.
Hello, hello, hello!
Here we go, possibly our final maxi challenge of season 11, and you know what? I'm starting to get a little emotional here. I've loved being here. I've loved seeing Mario again. He may not feel the same way, haha, but I also love the vibe being around these queens. I consider them all my sisters. Well, I wouldn't say all of them. I'll let you guess who.
Here comes RuPaul, and I am ready for what could be our final maxi challenge. Can I make it 10 weeks in the top consecutively? That would mean I have been in the top every single episode. I have to keep focused and make sure I either win this challenge or place in the top.
My queens, this is it, your final challenge. You are the top 5 of the season, and I want to personally congratulate you all for getting here. You all have shown me that you have the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent to outlast the eliminated queens. And for your final maxi challenge this week, you will be taking a pen to paper and writing a verse to my song. Hey sis, it's Christmas.
Yes, this is the challenge I wanted, the challenge I needed to get myself in the finale. I am a songstress. I write music. I write my own music. My dream one day is to release an album, and maybe with $1 million from my new bestie, I can achieve that dream. I'm sure we will probably have to do some choreo as well, and I will not be taking a class at Carmilla's boot camp once again. That bitch nearly killed us off.
Oh thank God it's not a comedy-based challenge. We just have to write a verse for RuPaul's Christmas song, Hey Sis, It's Christmas, and I've never written a song, but I guess it's like writing poetry. This may be a challenge, but I love a good challenge.
And you will also be in charge of creating your own choreography. Queens, I have this to say, good luck and don't fuck this up, because for one of you, you will not be in the finale next week. Now I'll see you on the runway.
Haha, great, it's going to be another trip to Carmilla's boot camp for these bitches. And I know none of them will come out alive. It's what I need to survive this final week. But I know it will be tough because I'm not the set choreographer like last time. I know Azura and Aisha will probably want a piece of the choreo. Ugh, do I actually be nice and just go along with it? Maybe, I don't know. Haha, great, it's going to be another trip to Carmilla's boot camp for these bitches. And I know none of them will come out alive. It's what I need to survive this final week. But I know it will be tough because I'm not the set choreographer like last time. I know Azura and Aisha will probably want a piece of the choreo. Ugh, do I actually be nice and just go along with it? Maybe, I don't know.
The queens gather back around to discuss the choreo side of the challenge. Sonic said, does anyone want to take the lead? Aisha, Azura and Carmilla all raise their hands. Cynthia said they should either decide on one single choreographer or come together as a unit, because they don't have time on their side right now and that the clock is ticking. Azura agreed and said she really wants to create the choreo. Aisha said would love to as well. Carmilla said they should all come together because she just wants to get this done. Aisha said, are you sure you can work with me? Carmilla said yes, she may be a bitch, but she is a professional when it comes to performing. Sonic smiling said, let's get this choreography done, and they all go off to create their choreo.
Choreography went pretty well actually, and I can't believe I'm about to say this. I had a good time working with Carmilla. Oh my god, what if I'm turning into a villain? No, that could never happen, I'm too sweet. But on a serious note, choreo is nailed, and now it's time to write these lyrics.
Okay, I gave in and worked with Aisha and Azura instead of against them. It's too far into this competition for mind games now. I am actually going to take Emma Frost's advice from a couple weeks back, and that's focus on yourself, Carmilla. So without Emma at my station, I will have no distractions and I can get cracking with these lyrics.
Cynthia, Aisha, Azura and Sonic are all sitting down and writing their lyrics. Cynthia said, is anyone going to mention about snatching the crown? Aisha said she would, but it's best not to. Cynthia asked, really? Azura said yeah, it's bad luck, and that 9 times out of 10 the person who wrote snatch the crown in their lyrics usually don't snatch the crown. They all laugh. Sonic said he better take it out of his lyrics.
Well darn, why didn't no one tell me about this bad luck? I had a great flow going. Come on Mama Ru, I'm gonna snatch this crown. Well, looking back, it's actually terrible. I might have to bring on old Reliable and go back to the Olympics and my best Judy. I think it's for the best.
Azura asked Sonic, did he really write about snatching the crown? Sonic laughed and said yes. Cynthia asked, is he going to leave it in? Sonic said no, he's got a backup. Cynthia said that's great, and she's still unsure about what to write. Aisha said it has to be Christmas related, right? Azura said to a certain extent. Aisha said to the queens, do they think Carmilla will find this challenge hard? Sonic said, why does she ask? Azura said, is it because of her husband leaving her at Christmas? Aisha chuckling said no, and said she forgot about that, then says she's got so much pressure on her, because she has no wins whilst the 4 of them have multiple. Cynthia said maybe, but she seems to be doing okay over there. Azura said, do they mind if she goes and sit with Carmilla? Cynthia said no, of course not. Sonic asks her why. Azura said she feels bad for her because she's all on her own with no one to talk to. Aisha said sure, go ahead. Azura wishes them all the best in the challenge and heads over to see Carmilla.
I feel a little bad for Carmilla right now. She's sat over there all on her own. It's another Christmas-themed challenge. It's a tough time for her. She just needs someone there, and I know Aisha and Sonic aren't going to volunteer themselves. Cynthia probably would have, I think. She's very motherly. Very Dumbledore-like. I just think Carmilla needs a sister right now.
Props to you Azura, because I wouldn't go and see her. She's been such a bitch this entire season. She don't deserve your kindness, but I do wish you the best in this challenge. Me? Well, now that I've tapped into old Reliable and whipped out the Mario vs Sonic feud of the century, my flow is flowing and I've even made it very Christmas related. I think I could potentially win this challenge, I just need to nail the choreo along with these lyrics and…
Sonic said he doesn't know why Azura went over to work with Carmilla. Aisha said she's a bigger queen than she is, because she would never work with her, and they only worked together in the choreo just to get it done quicker. Cynthia said the choreo is great, and it's better when everyone just works together and no drama. Sonic nodded and said especially when it wasn't a bootcamp type of rehearsal, they all laugh. Cynthia said she's managed to get quite a bit of lyrics on her page and that she just needs to edit it down. Aisha asked Cynthia if she wanted her to look it over. Cynthia said yes please and thanked Aisha. Aisha glanced through, and said it looks pretty good, just a couple alterations needs doing, and circled where. Cynthia thanked Aisha and said she will work around that, and they all bond and continue writing their lyrics.
My lyrics are coming together pretty well actually, just a slight adjustment is needed, and Aisha did manage to have a little once over for me, because I wrote too much on my page, but I am in the middle of editing it down to what the requirement is, and it's coming along. And whilst we had a little break, I did manage to step away and work on the choreo in between, just to keep it fresh in my head, because the challenge is coming up soon and I don't want to fall at this last hurdle.
Carmilla and Azura are working on their lyrics. Carmilla asks her why did she come and sit with her. Azura said she knows this is hard for Carmilla and said she's here for her if she needs. Carmilla confused asked her what does she mean. Azura said you know? Carmilla even more confused said she don't know what she means.
What the hell does she mean? Is she playing games with me right now? I just know Aisha must have sent her over to mess with me. I was having a great time working on my own, not a soul with me, and now all of a sudden she wants to come sit with me. Something is up and I don't like it. God, maybe I don't even want these new wigs if she's acting like this.
Azura said because of this themed challenge being Christmassy? Carmilla shaking her head said she don't know. Azura said no offense, but your ex-husband? Carmilla said why would you bring him up? Azura said she was trying to comfort her, but she clearly didn't need it. Carmilla thanks Azura for checking in on her though and said yeah, this time of year is very hard for her. Azura said do you want a hug? Carmilla said yes please, and they hugged. Azura said who needs men anyway? Carmilla said yeah, and they're scum. Azura said that's a bit much now, and they laughed.
Oh, now I know what she meant. And you know what, it was nice to have that hug. I really needed it, to be honest. Thank you, Azura. I might have misjudged you. I might have to be a bit mean and ask her to leave my station. She's distracting me from this challenge. I know the thought is there and it's genuine, but I need you to go back to the others and bother them.
Carmilla thanks Azura and then asks her if she can be left alone to continue writing her lyrics. Azura agrees and mentions she just wanted to check on Carmilla, who continues writing her lyrics. Azura moves to a separate table and continues on her own lyrics.
Well, that went well, kinda awkward at first because she had no clue what I was on about, but she figured it out in the end and I gave her a hug. But now I gotta continue writing this verse of mine. To be honest, I'm very happy with it. I could see it being a winning verse and it'll give me more of a chance in that finale to snatch the crown. I promise I did not include that in my verse. I'm not getting sent home.
Sonic, Azura, and Cynthia slayed the challenge.
That was amazing. The judges were living for my verse, and I nailed that choreo. It really helped not being at bootcamp this week. Thank you Azura and thank you Aisha for giving us great choreography. I really think a third win is incoming for me this week. Fingers crossed.
I was very happy with my verse, and it turned out the judges loved it as well. I had a great reception for it and I think I could secure a 4th win and a 10th week in the top. I'm sure of it.
Aisha and Carmilla Carmine had a great performance.
This will be hard for the judges tonight, because we all did so good, even Carmilla. Ugh, just saying that makes my skin crawl. I honestly think it could come down to runways tonight, and from what I've seen everyone has got a gorgeous runway. I might have to channel my new sister Lola and sabotage someone, haha. I'm just kidding RuPaul, I am kidding.
Well, I really put my whole you-know-what into this challenge. My verse was amazing, my choreography was spot on, I never missed a beat. I know at this point in the competition the judges are splitting hairs, so I gotta make sure my runway is better than everyone else's and mine is absolutely gorgeous. It is best drag after all.
On the runway, category is Best Drag. All of the queens slayed the runway.
My verse was top tier, my choreography top tier, and my runway, you guessed it, top tier. I honestly think I could get a 3rd win tonight. It's going to be a close one, believe me.
Cover girl, put the bass in your walk.
Welcome to the main stage of Cartoon Drag Race Season 11, let me introduce to you our judging panel. Up first, she is still my right-hand gal and my resident judge, she is Season 8 champion, she is Musa. And up next, she is the editor of Vogue and Drag Race alumni, she is Cruella de Vil. And our extra special guest judge, she is a little mix, and pop princess, she is Perry Edwards. Welcome darling. This week we asked our queens to create a verse and choreography to my song, Hey Sis It's Christmas, and on the runway category is, Best Drag. Racers start your engines, and may the best drag queen, win. Now let the judging commence. Azura and Sonic, congratulations, you're both the winners of this challenge and will be moving on to next week's grand finale.
Thank you so much. 3 wins. And RuPaul sure loves giving away these wins, another double? But sure, Sonic was amazing and definitely deserved this win with me, and I can't believe I'm going to the final, it's unreal, I am so grateful, thank you.
Wow, this is crazy. My 3rd win. I am now part of the 3-win club. Did I think day 1 I'd be here in the finale? Well yes, and this is my first shared win, every other win I got on my own. I can't say the same for the others, haha. But no, I love them all, thank you. I just know Mario is furious somewhere.
Cynthia, good job this week, you are safe and will be moving on to the finale.
Thank you so much. I am so very honored to join both Azura and Sonic in the finale, and each and every one of us deserve this crown. I am not doing this just for me, I am doing this to restore the potential of the Pokemon Queens. And I'll remember this day for the rest of my life, 10 weeks in the top from episode 1, up until the finale, and I think I have broken Musa's PPE record. Musa darling, thank you for holding that for me. Next stop, the crown.
Aisha and Carmilla Carmine, you are both up for elimination.
The time has come for you to lip sync for your life.
Here I am back in the bottom, but this time it could have been any of us. We all did so good in that Rumix challenge, but out of anyone I am glad I am standing across the stage from Aisha. She's untalented, and I know I could out-lip sync her like I did with Emma Frost last week. Now RuPaul, play that music. It's time this bitch got chopped.
Well, I'm not exactly thrilled about being in the bottom. The last time I was here, it was against Azura and we both stayed, and I know tonight only one of us will stay. And I know it's going to be me, because she's all talk and no talent. Proof is in the track record. Now let's send her home.
The lip sync song is Vibology by Paula Abdul. Aisha had a great lip sync, Carmilla had a good lip sync.
Ladies, I've made my decision.
Aisha.
Shantae, you stay.
Carmilla Carmine.
Now, sashay away.
Thank you so much, RuPaul, for bringing an old evil bitch like yourself onto this show. I've had quite the experience here. Thank you, and Azura, don't forget our shopping trip.
Are you Team Aisha, Team Azura, Team Cynthia or Team Sonic? Let me know in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the grand finale of Season 11. Now let's go Untucked.
This is Untucked.
The queens unwind and untuck. They congratulate both Azura and Sonic for their 3rd win, and they congratulate Aisha for surviving the lip sync. They thank them. Azura said, shall we? The queens laughing and give one final congratulations to Courtney. Aisha said if no one congratulates her on Season 12, she will be pissed. They all laugh. Sonic looking around and screamed that they're the top 4 of the season. They all cheer. Azura said and they all have 3 wins each. They cheer again. Aisha said and there is no Carmilla here. They all laugh. Cynthia said to them, you gotta give it to her, she did bring some entertainment to the season. Aisha nodded and said she knew how to get the airtime all right and laughed. Sonic said for someone so safe she had a lot of airtime. Cynthia said this is the top 4 she imagined day 1. Aisha shocked, said really? She nodded and said she was unsure of Azura at first, and said she really surprised her because she thought she was the dark horse of this competition. Azura smiling said she was very underestimated from the star and now she has 3 wins. Sonic smiling said you all have 2 shared wins, whilst he only has 1. Aisha laughing said don't you start about shared wins. They all laugh. Suddenly there's a presence in Untucked. And it's Musa and Cruella. The queens all cheer. Musa rushes over to Aisha and gives her a huge hug and said she's made her so proud and she's done this all on her own. Cruella agreed and said Musa hasn't even breathed a word about Aisha on that panel. Musa chuckling said she didn't want any accusations like Daphne on All Stars. They all laugh. Musa asked them are they ready for the finale? Azura said more than ready, the rest of them agreed. Cruella laughing, said she's never experienced a finale so she can't help right now. Musa looking to Cynthia said she actually has a bone to pick with her. Cynthia smiling asked what is it? Musa said her record has now gone, then tells her she's happy it has gone to a queen like Cynthia and she really deserved it. Azura said she can't believe it and thought Chief Wiggum had the record. Musa said he technically does but he didn't finish a season. Cynthia nodded and said she will happily take this record off Musa. And they all come in together for one final group hug and continue bonding and drinking their cocktails.
Hey, squirrel friend. When one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you.